Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. I'm Kevin, and it's time again for our daily pocket dump deconstruction. You see that right there? You see that? I just posted that picture to Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. That's the Instagram address, at Keith Kevin Ken. Just posted it. Turned my iPhone 6S Plus to video. And now it's time for the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel to deconstruct the picture and the pocket carry. This is what I'm carrying today. Hey folks, today is Sunday, April 3rd, 2016. I know most of you aren't watching it on Sunday, April 3rd, 2016. But I want to give the date so that you know that we do this each and every day here on the Keith Kevin Ken channel. Every day we take apart what I'm carrying, and every single day we play with at least 4 knives. The carry and then the knife that got away. Hey, listen, this is going to be a special, wild one. I'm telling you. Man, it's going to be, there's an alternative universe with this one. And you'll see at the end of this. I'm calling it the Twilight Zone pocket carry. So if you're old enough to understand that reference, you'll see why in a few minutes. But let's go with this. I woke up on a Sunday morning. I was sipping my coffee. I took a quick Instagram of my coffee and a couple of Spyderco knives. And then I sat and started going through my cases. I went through my cases with one thing in mind: a nice, classy carbon fiber carry. So I went, and the first thing I had to do is choose what the big knife would be. And of course, I wanted nice, classy, so I went with my Chris Reeve. I went into the Chris Reeve case. The case we'll go through once we hit 500 subscribers. So hit that subscriber button. We're getting closer and closer to the 500 subscriber note. When that happens, I'll haul up my Pelican 1500, one of the Pelican. Why do every time I talk to you guys, I go Pelican. It's a Pelican case. And it has a bunch of knives, including 4950 Chris Reeve knives and Ultratech out the fronts and a whole bunch of other things. And we'll go through that case as a special thing. But anyway, I went through, and of course I had to decide what carbon carry I wanted out of Chris Reeve, and I chose this. This is the carbon fiber inlaid Sebenza 25. You can tell the 25 with those two choils, the blade profile, especially that little nick in the blade. Chris Reeve designed this in celebration of the 25th anniversary of Chris Reeve knives. And it has, that's the profile. This has S35VN steel. All of Chris Reeve's modern knives have S35VN steel. It has that shiny tie body handle, the scales, and then it has 3 strips of that space age material, carbon fiber. You see it there, you see it on the back. It's the same style of all Chris Reeve inlaid knives, where it has 3 strips, 2 on the front, 1 on the back, and I love how, I know, people think I'm crazy. I'm holding this wonderful Chris Reeve carbon fiber inlaid knife that's just beautiful. It's all shined up and spiffy. Mine isn't as shined up and spiffy. And I'm talking about the dull, unmade lock. But I love that contrast between that and the shiny and bright carbon fiber. This carbon fiber inlaid knife is a Blade HQ exclusive. So in order to buy the 25 or the large and small 21 with carbon fiber inlaid new, you have to go to Blade HQ. Of course, these have made it onto the secondary markets as well. A little bit more expensive than the Blade HQ version. Oh, I love this. So this made sense, right? It made sense to start my carbon fiber carry with that carbon fiber knife. Now, I started from the back because this is going to be the Twilight Zone. I just wanted to give you an example of how weird this is going to be. But get ready, we're going to play with a lot of great knives. Let me get the other parts of my carry out of the way before we get to the knives. My watch today is my Monaco. It's a Heuer chronograph, which I really, really dig. It's classy and rugged all at the same time. The cigar, oh, there's no alternate universe when it comes to a Cuban cigar. This is just wonderful. It's one of the newer Cuban cigars. It's Vegas. Of course, I'm not going to pronounce it right. Robena. Man, though, I love smoking these cigars. Oh, they're nice, medium to heavy, medium to strong smoke. Just started in 1997, and that's very young when you're talking about a Cuban cigar. But I really love these. I have several of them in my humidor, and I've smoked several of them in the past month or so. It's all about the vodka today. It is, because it's a weekend. And I'm trying my best to stall Monday. I know I can't stall it and get it out of the way. So at least I can get buzzed enough to just pretend like Monday's not coming. The wallet is just one of my Mont Blanc very, very thin wallets that I carry. I only carry very, very thin wallets. Yes, you see me trying to move stuff out of the way. The coin is my grandson's favorite and one of my favorite as well. This is the give you some shade over it. It's the 1994 Chinese unicorn coin. There are 4 in the set, very hard to find. I have all 4 of them, and they also have some half-ounce silver ones as well. I have those. I love these, and my grandson always laughs and tells me how he likes the unicorn coin. That's my lucky silver coin carry. I always carry a silver coin for luck. I collect silver coins, not because I think the end of the world is coming. It's just I like silver coins. My grandfather always carried a silver dollar and used it a lot in the store when we used to have, guess what? Penny candy. So you could walk out with a handful of penny candy because Granddad used one of his silver dollars. I used to love that. So in honor of him, I always carry a silver dollar in my pocket for luck. And that's a Smithson. Let's get that out of the way too. The reason is we're going to have to make room for this alternate carry pretty soon. Smithson, which I love, a British company, leather company. I love all their notebooks. I have a bunch of them. I just love them. Okay, let's talk about the knives. Sorry about that little backwards thing, but man, all of today is going to be a little strange for you. But we're going to end out with some very interesting knives. So I really did start with this. This is the carry. This is the Chris Reeve, exclusive from Blade HQ, the Chris Reeve carbon fiber inlaid Sebenza 25. It's just a beautiful knife, you guys. It really is. And I love that Chris Reeve is starting to play around with his 25s. I want him to start playing around more with the Umnumzun as well. I really do. Let's start doing some inlays and a lot of other things with the Umnumzun. But anyway, that's a very nice knife. Classy. It's meeting all of my criteria. Classy, kind of low-key carbon fiber. This right here actually is the knife that I'm carrying as my medium knife. It's the Spyderco carbon fiber Dodo. This actually is not the original knife. This actually is one of the knives that got away. I really started because I was in the Chris Reeve place and work in the Chris Reeve Pelican case. and looking at carbon fiber, I figured, hey, I'll do the 25, large 25 carbon fiber inlay. The second knife would be a wonderful carbon fiber small 21 with Devin Thomas raindrop Damascus. Can you see that Damascus? This right here is a Knife Arts exclusive. So I figured I'd do the inlay, the Damascus would punch it up a bit. And then I went, too boring. So I started looking in my Spyderco cases, one of the Spyderco cases, and I came up with this, the Dodo. I hadn't carried this in a while. The Spyderco carbon fiber Dodo, which is hard to find. First, the Dodo is discontinued. It's extinct, you know, an extinct bird. Anyway, it's Dodo because it kind of looks like a dodo. It's kind of odd. I actually love the Dodo. It's a very practical blade, even though when you first look at it, it looks like anything but practical. It was designed by Eric Glasser, the son of the founder of Spyderco, Sal Glasser. And it was designed to be a very functional small knife. And in order to get that function, this is kind of, I'll call it the modified Spyderco Reverse S. This is on the Cricket, the carbon fiber Cricket that I will be carrying as my keychain knife. You see that Reverse S? I'm calling it a modified Reverse S coin. Modified Reverse S blade. This Dodo has an S30V steel, and I love that blade. And just like with the Cricket, the belly is everything. You do a lot of cutting with that belly. You see that belly? Plus the hook that really can open anything. It's coming down that tip. It's strong enough to really do some work and not just break off real quick. You gotta be a little gentle. I wouldn't pry anything with it, but it really is good. What they really did was spend some time on this handle because, you know, that's a little blade, but they wanted a big handle. So it's not thick, but it's wide. It really fits the hand so well. Look at that choil. Look at the choil. It's more of the handle making up this choil instead of the 50-50. But look, Fat Michelin Man hands, right? Oh, it feels so nice. Right here, you have a place for your other two. And then that last pinky can rest right there. It is really a wonderful knife. I like that you can come up here too and get a lot of control out of it. They used on this knife, again, they want it to be not only beautiful, and I think it's a beautiful knife, but very functional. So they put one of their strongest locks on this. This is the Spyderco ball bearing lock. Spyderco created it. Man, is that nice or what? Again, you've probably seen this on the Mannix. This one has a ceramic ball right there. You pull it down, releases the lock. Oh, it's so smooth too. It is so smooth. I wish I had Fill-O-Vision so you could see just how smooth this is. And do you hear that? Yeah, the D10 is very strong on this knife. It is a wonderful knife. The carbon fiber, real carbon fiber. Oh man, it's so light. And then of course, Eric Glasser included the wire for this, the wire clip. Now some of you might notice that this clip is for a lefty. You can put it left or right. I'm so lazy. The first time I got it, I put it on my left. And the reason is when it's in your pocket and it's clipped, as you guys know, I always carry 2 knives, 3 knives if you count the keychain knife. I usually don't count the keychain knife. I just call it my keychain. This is a light knife. It's a small blade. The blade is actually a 2.1 inch blade. Oh, wonderful steel. But the profile is wide. So when you put it in your pocket, the tip is small, but then it branches out, especially with that blade too, and it gets a little wide. I moved it over to the left side. I usually clip this one on my left side pocket, and then I'll put this in a Chris Reeve sheath. I always, every time I pull it out, I go, let me just move this over to the right-hand pocket. And every time I'm too lazy. So by the time I'm rushing out, like today, I'm not going to move it. I'll just move everything over to the left-hand pocket. What a beautiful knife. That's the Dodo. I really meant to go Chris Reeve on you guys this morning with both Chris Reeve carbon fiber, the 25 carbon fiber inlay from Blade HQ, and then the small 21 carbon fiber from Knife Art exclusive. And then I said, no, I want, and I thought that the Damascus, this raindrop Damascus would make it pop a little. But then I went into it and I said, no, I want something a little fancier. So I got my Dodo. Fancy, smancy, but also very practical, very light. This is a very light knife. All of the Chris Reeve carbon fiber, full carbon fiber, is very light. But man, that's light and beautiful. So this is actually, didn't get away, but that's my second choice. My first choice is one of the knives that got away. I started playing in the Spyderco case. I actually have a third knife that got away too, and we'll talk about that when we talk about the alternative carry. And then, of course, it was either going to be my carbon fiber Copa. I tell you, it's Sunday. I wanted a classy carry. And so it was either going to be my carbon fiber Copa or this beauty, this old school carbon fiber Cricket. I've talked about this every time I pick it up. I actually carry it. I should have it in my Pelican case and not touch it, but it's a keychain knife. I know that it's on there. It's beautiful. It's carbon fiber, but it has this like glass coating on it, which is really nice. You can tell it's an old school Cricket. Here's the test. If you've been following me, you can tell because it is not a frame lock. All the newer Spydercos are frame lock. This is old school. See? It's old school because it has that liner lock. Also, the steel is ATS 55. Had to take a look at it. Couldn't see it through my phone. ATS 55, old steel. But man, what a beautiful knife. I really love it. That's the carry. The 25 carbon fiber inlay. The Dodo carbon fiber. And the Cricket carbon fiber. This is the knife that got away. It was my first choice. It's the small 21, Chris Reeve 21 carbon fiber. But I decided to up the ante. I have dinner tonight with friends and they'll love the Dodo. Really a nice knife. Now, I keep talking about alternative. Well, anyway, let me just say this before I get into the other thing. That right there, my friends, that right there makes up my carry. Not this. This is a knife that got away. But those three and all of this is my carry. And that made up my picture for Instagram. But you want to know what? This ain't Instagram. Ooh, no. So once you get into the Spyderco case with the Dodo, then I have to start playing around. I just have to. I just have to start playing around. And of course I had to pick up this Dodo. Now I didn't want to ruin my carry, but then I said, you know what? That's a boring carry. What am I doing? This is an off day. That's like an office carry, right? So then I thought maybe I'll put a little bit of color. This is G10 for this Spyderco Dodo. It doesn't have a ceramic ball. It has a steel ball. That's when you can tell it's kind of a later version. This is a G10. I believe this is a sprint run Dodo, which means a limited edition. I'm not that sure. But this is the orange G10. Is that beautiful or what? It has all of the things that I told you about with the other knife. Steel, CPM, S30V steel, but it has orange G10. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? I just think it's beautiful with that paper clip. So I was thinking, I don't know which one, and then I went with the carbon fiber. But now that I'm dealing with orange, I said maybe I shouldn't go so conservative. I started thinking, Kevin, you're off. Let's have fun before Monday rolls around. Yeah. So I said, how about orange? I mean, I really adore this paramilitary. Paramilitary 2, it's a special paramilitary. It's a it's Sunday early. Cutlery shop exclusive. You've probably seen this. I just love this. This is a beautiful knife. Oh, it's a black coated knife. It has CTS, XHP, Carpenter steel. Oh, look at that orange with the black. Is that nice? Of course it has a compression lock. I said it was a paramilitary too. Everyone's favorite Spyderco. This one in orange. Orange and black. You see what I mean about that alternative carry? Very classy. Very, very classy. This is IBM back in the day. Oh, this is Apple. No matter which one you like, I'm not telling you which one I favor, but So then I started going, man. And I said, okay, then that means we have to go to the orange roadie. It has to be the orange roadie then as a keychain knife. You guys know about the roadie. This is a slip joint with that wonderful choil. This is the knife that Spyderco was thinking about doing when the FAA was thinking about allowing some knives that you couldn't open with one hand. So they had this new opening method with the two dimples where you open it. Had to be slip joint, not a locking knife. So they did a modern slip joint with that half stop right there. It's plastic. It's very light. Comes in 5 different colors. And one of them happened to be orange. So that was going to be the alternative carry. And then I said, the Dodo is probably too much. I started getting cold feet because I'm an older guy. I'm a manly man. And carrying an orange carry is kind of scary. So I said, maybe we can do this. The Spyderco Firefly. Oh, that Spyderco Peter Carey collaborative. So smooth orange G10 with that carbon fiber bolster. Is that nice or what? It really is nice. 2.7-inch blade. What is the steel? Yeah, VG10 steel. And I said, it's orange. But if you figure the orange, the black on the paramilitary 2, that carbon fiber bolster, then maybe I could get away with that orange carry. And that, my friends, was the alternative. I not only started with the Dodo, because I was playing with it with that one, I then made that too fancy smancy in an orange carry. So I brought out my new Firefly, put that in, thought, I might be able to do that. And then I said, come on, what are you thinking about? It cannot get louder than that, right? As a man's carry. Well, actually it could, because I was also thinking about maybe putting my orange field notes together in that carry. Anyway, folks, needless to say, didn't have guts enough to go all orange. I stuck with the carbon fiber. One day I'll do the all orange. Hey, you guys, thanks for joining me on this special Sunday alternative carry Sunday. Lot of great knives, wonderful designs from Spyderco as well as from Chris Reeve. Just a lot of fun this morning over coffee trying to pick out a carry and really getting into those cases. So you see the 2 carries. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hey, you guys, thumb up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. We're working our way to 500 subscribers, and then we're going to open up the big case, one of the 4 Pelican cases that I have, and then we'll move on from that. We just want to build up a community to have fun. There's not a lot of people on YouTube or elsewhere that would consider an orange carry, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you for all your time. I really enjoyed talking to you and playing with the knives. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.